webinar. Welcome to our webinar today, Tech Talk 2023. Thanks for being here. Where's everybody joining us from? I see Las Vegas, Beaumont, awesome, welcome. Iowa, very cool. Great. Well, I'm Bailey. I'm the Director of Marketing at Solar Insure, and I'm joined today by our UX and engineering team. Welcome to Tech Talk 2023. It's our inaugural Tech Talk, where we'll cover our two major releases we had this year so far, plus the exciting roadmap ahead. One really cool thing about Solar Insure is that we really look for customer feedback. It drives a lot of our internal initiatives and roadmaps. So we're going to share a form with you later today on the webinar where you'll be able to give us direct feedback on what you like about the product or what you want to see the product go. So please stay tuned for that form. We're really excited to release that. I'm joined here by Charlotte, Key, Nadia, and Ryan. Like I said, our UX and engineering team. Hey guys, welcome. And so today you're going to have that feedback. We're going to do a Q&A session. So plug in your questions to the chat on your right-hand side, and we will pin those and you guys can upvote them if there's more questions that you have that you want to see. And then if you are not yet a customer, but you want to get started, I will share our inquiry form link with you and direct link to schedule time with Jerry, our sales manager. And so without further ado, Charlotte, floor is yours.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Bailey. I'm super excited to have everyone here for our first Tech Talk in 2023. We've got a lot of exciting content to go over with you guys today. As Bailey mentioned, I'm going to start with an introduction to the team and then going over our evolution in the past 6 months. We've had 2 major releases in a short span of time. So I'll be going over Daybreak and new features we have for Solar Insure monitoring. And then at the end, I will tease some of our future roadmap projects and go over some of our customer success initiatives or opportunities where any of our customers have a chance to really impact what they see next on the future roadmap of Solar Insure. So, to introduce myself, my name is Charlotte Demas. I'm the product manager here at Solar Insure. And what my role is essentially being the bridge between our customers and our design and research team and our engineering team and our stakeholders to really ensure and oversee our software development process to make sure that what we're building matches what's valuable to our customers. On the call with me today, I have a couple of other players on our engineering team who'll be speakers later in the presentation. First, we have Nadia and our UX design team. Key, our Agile Scrum Master. He'll explain what Agile means later. Ryan Huett, our VP of Engineering. And then thanks again to Bailey, Marketing Director, who keeps us all on track and is the reason why we can reach such great audiences. So, I always like to start every presentation with kind of a grounding on Solar Insure's mission. What is the why for all of the projects that we're building and everything that we're pushing out? And at the heart, we are really striving to protect consumer investments in renewable energy and really accelerate that transition to solar energy, giving homeowners the tools that they need to kind of trust and take the leap to go solar. Now, how do we do that? What we're best known for is our solar warranty product. This is how we contribute to getting solar on every home in the US and increasing energy independence. We have a really competitive 30-year warranty. This covers parts, this covers labor, roof penetrations, it's transferable ownership, so it stays with the home. Even if someone moves, it kind of increases the value of that actual home where the actual installation is. And it includes solar monitoring. So this is what we're known best for, and we do this really well. But speaking as the we also want to make it widely known that we go beyond the Solar Insure warranty and also have a proprietary software app and a monitoring tool that all of our installers have access to. This is what I'm going to focus on most in this presentation today. And I'm really excited to kind of walk you through how we've grown our software products and how we're, teasing what's next on our deck. So just in 2023, in the past 6 months, we've undergone 2 major releases. So if you were with us back in January and you logged into app.solarinsure.com, our platform, you would have seen something very different. You can see in the January, it's a very orange UI. That's our Solar Insure Classic version. And as of April, we released and teased Daybreak, an overhaul of our user interface, which really gave us a lot more infrastructure to allow us to queue up all of our future roadmap projects, including the release of Solar Insure monitoring, which if you log into the platform today, we released new features as of this morning, finishing up this release. Now, I like to make the analogy that this evolution that we're going through, it's kind of like Classic was the Motorola Razor, which in its day, was so cool. It had all the basic functionality. You could call and text, that satisfying flip, like a really foundational product. But obviously, as soon as the BlackBerry came out, it was like, what was I doing on that old flip phone? Now we've got email. So that's our Daybreak release. We've got a lot new features, but we knew there was more on the horizon. We weren't stopping there. Quickly went from BlackBerry to iPhone with our new monitoring features and the value that we're driving for our customers. And I'm excited to go into each of these releases later into this presentation and show how the software realm, it's really not static. We're evolving all of the time. So first, a little bit of overview. Back again with Solar Insure Classic. This, when we first launched our platform back in 2021, was our initial foray into the software realm. And it had all of the basic functions that our contractors would need to log in and register their warranties, do very rudimentary monitoring, keep track of their invoices. But we recognized that we needed to go beyond Classic, based on both evolving industry trends and valuable customer insights and research that we'd done. We knew that we needed to push the boundaries of solar tech based on our customers' feedback. And that led us, drumroll please, to the release, I'll do it myself, to the release of Daybreak, which was a complete overhaul of our user interface. This is the most visually apparent change because our entire design system changed. And to kind of go over the key features or what we did, why we did this, all of the changes from Classic to Daybreak were really at the core designed to improve the user experience. So the most obvious change is a different and more effective way of using color. This was very accessibility driven. We are very conscious of our color contrast and our font size, keyboard navigation, just to make it a lot more seamless and easy for all users to read and navigate. We improved navigation with new kind of breadcrumbs features across the site. We really doubled down on making sure we were consistent and clear on every pathway. Updated the look and design to really be a lot more modern and engaging. with the hopes that it would just really minimize any learning curve. Good software and good design should be simple, shouldn't need instruction guides. That was our goal in building this infrastructure with Daybreak. Now, what can you do on our platform? First, come in and manage all of your warranties with Solar Insure. So it's still the place to log in and register all of your warranties, keep track of your homeowners that have Solar Insure coverage, and just kind of get a holistic view, as well as looking into the monitoring and your invoices. And kind of linked from our platform, you can also go to our Solar Insure website to file claims, which is the other big return on investment on registering warranties for solar installers. You can get paid for warranty service work, something that you might have previously paid for out of pocket or charged a homeowner for. If you file a claim within 90 days of the service, we are super fast with claim payouts, typically within 7 business days. That can help offset costs for truck rolls and labor, even if your manufacturer goes out of business. And this is supported by a 5-star customer service hotline. We have only 5-star reviews on Google and really value customer service as a key part of our company. Now, to talk a little bit about how we're able to make all of these fast changes and drive this value, and also deliver responsiveness. We've got quick turnaround, we can fix bugs, we can take your feedback and create new features. I'm going to turn over to our first new speaker, Key, who's going to talk a little bit about our development process, why we're able to deliver such great value.
Thank you, Charlotte. Hi, my name is Key, and I'm thrilled to be here today to share my passion for Agile Scrum and my role as Scrum Master at Solar Insure. To accomplish our goals outlined by our product owner, Charlotte, we decided to embrace Agile Scrum, a powerful framework that has revolutionized the way teams work and deliver projects. Agile Scrum is an iterative and incremental project management framework that emphasizes collaboration, flexibility, and continuous improvement. It is based on the principles of transparency, inspection, and adaptation. With Agile Scrum, teams can break down complex projects into smaller manageable tasks and deliver value in short iterations called sprints. At the heart of Agile Scrum is the Scrum team, consisting of 3 key roles: the product owner, the Scrum Master, and the development team. The product owner represents the stakeholders and ensures that the team works on the most valuable features. The Scrum Master acts as a facilitator, guiding the team and removing any obstacles that may hinder their progress. The development team is responsible for delivering the product increment at the end of each sprint. Agile Scrum embraces change and encourages teams to adapt based on customer feedback and evolving requirements. Through regular reviews and retrospectives, teams can reflect on their progress, learn from their experiences, and continuously improve their processes. This iterative approach ensures that the product evolves and meets the needs of the stakeholders effectively. By implementing Agile Scrum, Solar Insure has enjoyed several benefits. Projects became more predictable as teams can deliver working increments at the end of each sprint. Communication and transparency were enhanced, leading to a higher team morale and productivity. Additionally, stakeholders had more visibility into the project's progress, enabling them to provide timely feedback and make informed decisions. In conclusion, Agile Scrum is a powerful project management framework that promotes collaboration, adaptability, and continuous improvement. By embracing Agile Scrum, Solar Insure has unleashed our team's potential, delivered value faster, and thrived in today's dynamic business landscape. Thank you for listening, and back to you, Charlotte.
Thank you so much, Key. So, really echoing on the themes Key brought up about, driving value. As I mentioned just this morning, we released the final set of features that rounded out our Solar Insure monitoring tool, a self-service triaging tool, introducing advanced monitoring features to really help our installers tackle fleet health management. Now, before I go into the specifics, I want to give a chance for our user experience, Nadia, to talk about how, as a company, Solar Insure is really empathy driven. We listen to our customers, we take your input first. So without further ado, turn it over to Nadia.
Hey, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And Charlotte, can I ask you to jump to the second slide first? Right here. So today I would like to talk about the importance of user experience, which stands for UX, and user interface design, which stands for UI. And many of you have probably encountered situations where using a particular product or service has caused irritation or inconvenience. But have you ever wondered what engineers or designers were thinking when creating the product? So let me provide you a few everyday examples that demonstrate how UX and UI impact our daily lives. So first, let's imagine you have a chair in which you sit in the evening trying to relax. However, something feels off. So let's say it's uncomfortable. Perhaps the armrest are poorly positioned or the backrest is too inclined. So all these aspects of comfort are and our convenience that we perceive are part of the user experience design, which falls under the realm of UX design. And now let's consider the interface. So imagine you have a new smartphone and you want to lock it, but the lock button is inconveniently located, making it a hassle to find or requiring you to use both hands to reach it. This is where user interface design comes into play. So UI focuses on elements such as placement, size, colors, and tactical sensations of the interface. It determines how we interact with the product and the emotions and impressions it evokes. UX UI design goes beyond screens. A well-designed supermarket guides you through aisles with clean signage and organized product placement. It offers intuitive shopping carts and checkout systems that minimize frictions. UX UI design in retail spaces enhances the overall shopping experience, allowing us to navigate with ease to find what we need effortlessly. So, in summary, UX and UI play a crucial role in creating a satisfying and engaging experience for us, the users. They help us better understand and interact with technology, making it more accessible and user-friendly. And now we can go back to the first slide. So in my work at Solar Insure, we understand the significance of UX and UI in delivering exceptional digital experience to our customers. So for reaching this goal, we conduct through competitive analysis to stay informed about industry trends and best practices. By being customer driven, we prioritize understanding our users' needs and pain points. And here is one of my favorite picture, like why it's so crucial to understand the needs of users. So you can create really amazing UI, but it won't fit you like this amazing cup. So it won't reach a goal of the user experience. This is really amazing example of how UX and UI influence our life. So we actively engage with our customers and industry experts through surveys, interviews, usability testing to gain a deep understanding of their goals, challenges, and preferences. Because our goal is to empower our customers with solutions that are easy to navigate, visually appealing, and tailored to the specific requirements. And the principles that underpin UX UI design are simplicity, clarity, and empathy. And by incorporating these principles, we can create products and spaces that resonate with users, enhance their life, and build meaningful connections. So these real-life examples demonstrate the transformative power of UX UI design. It's not just about aesthetic. It's about crafting experience that simplify our lives. and create a profound connection between humans and technology. So this is a short definition explanation of what we are doing, of what I'm doing, of my passion. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer that. But now let's get back to our presentation. Thank you, Charlotte.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nadia. I'm now really excited to talk about some of our new monitoring features, a lot of which Nadia designed and developed. For the first time, if you log into the platform today, you'll see a newly designed fleet monitoring summary, which will really allow you to visualize your solar fleet performance at a glance like never before. You can really gain a comprehensive overview of your fleet's performance with an interactive chart. Lets you immediately get a sense of, in my whole fleet, how need attention, what systems are high priority, what systems can maybe just be watched. If you go from the main dashboard to the monitoring tab, here you'll have tools that really help installers focus on what matters when they're doing service reviews, operations, and maintenance. We know that it's really easy to get overwhelmed by the amount of monitoring alerts that you might be getting from multiple different systems, many of which are actually inactionable. They're just watch alerts or things that don't actually impact the production of the system. We worked both, from customer interviews and working with some of our internal secret weapons. We have a couple of monitoring experts on staff who've previously worked in installation companies, know every monitoring alert and troubleshooting tip like the back of their hand, to develop a 3-tier hierarchy system where we've sectioned out all of the alerts you might get into tiers 1, 2, and 3, with only tier 1 including things that we know are leading to significant production loss for homeowners, or some sort of component failure that we know historically needs service or manual intervention most of the time. Some sort of high priority, high urgency event that actually needs attention. And everything else, it's good to keep a watch, see if it changes over time, but you don't have to waste time going through the hundreds of systems you may own and have responsibility for. You can swiftly identify the actual critical issues and optimize your O&M so you can reduce some of your service cost. Now, our monitoring, another great feature, we've got one dashboard for multiple inverter manufacturer systems. So we integrate with some of the top inverter manufacturers out there, SolarEdge and Enphase. Instead of needing to log into multiple systems every day or every week to keep on track, you can use Solar Insure monitoring as this really powerful self-service triaging tool. It's your first stop to at least get what's the high level of all of my systems across multiple sites. And if you need to drill down or access manufacturer-specific features, you can go onto their sites, but you've got one platform that pulls in multiple manufacturers and just kind of helps you sift through all of the noise. Another great thing about our monitoring product that really helps our installers exceed homeowner expectations, you get access to this really great tool at no additional cost beyond the warranty. This is coupled with the warranty. There's no recurring monthly fees. You get monitoring access for any homeowner as long as the warranty lasts. And the monitoring insights you may learn if you end up doing service We help cover parts, labor, roof penetrations. So if you see a monitoring issue on our platform, you do service to resolve it, you can get reimbursed through our claims process. Now, I do want to go over a couple of frequently asked questions about the Solar Insure monitoring product as it stands today. First, can homeowners access this monitoring dashboard? And the short answer is no. We've really designed this to be an overall fleet management tool for installers. If homeowners need access to their monitoring data, you can usually direct them to apps specific from the manufacturers for homeowner viewing. And then who is responsible for servicing these monitoring issues? We still expect when we partner with certified installers that installers are the first point of contact for actually doing the service to resolve these issues, for which you can then get reimbursed with Solar Insure claims process. If there are really extenuating circumstances, like an insolvency, Solar Insure can help step in. But our installers are the first line of defense. Next, does our monitoring tool replace the need to ever log into a manufacturer's portal? Is no, it's really designed as a supplemental triaging tool. You can go there first, assess what really needs troubleshooting or what you can, not look at today, not waste time drilling too much further into. If you have to end up doing service or filing an RMA with a manufacturer, or sometimes really fine detail information, you'd still need to log into the manufacturer's portal. And last question I'll go over today, will Solar Insure notify installers outside of the platform for monitoring issues? At this time, no. It is just a tool. In order to get the full advantage of the Solar Insure monitoring platform, you have to be logging in to see and review your monitoring alerts, get a sense of where your systems are. This may be updated in the future, but as of now, it's just a self-service triaging tool. All right, so I've talked about what we've done already in 2023. I'm really excited to tease some of the projects that we have on our roadmap for 2023 before the end of year closes. We've finished Daybreak already. We've released the first updates for Solar Insure monitoring, but we're exploring expanding our manufacturer integrations and potentially, bridging that gap from being just a tool, you only get the insights if you log in, to having out-of-platform email alerts. Now, on that first kind of item on our roadmap, to expand manufacturer integrations, we've gotten a lot of feedback or requests from this because we know our installers work with manufacturers beyond SolarEdge and Enphase. We've got more manufacturers on our AVL list, and there's a lot of value. We've heard the feedback in having enhanced compatibility, expanding that monitoring coverage, and really harnessing the power of integrated monitoring, one real dashboard that can save you time from logging into even more portals that you may work with. Now, to talk a little bit about how we're able to pursue these types of ventures and the great work of our engineering team, I'm going to turn things over to Ryan, our VP of Engineering.
Hello, everyone. I'm here today to provide some transparency into our technological growth over the next year. As a part of our strategy, as Charlotte has already mentioned, we are intensifying our collaboration with a wider array of manufacturers who are now part of our approved vendors list, or AVL for short. This means we will be ensuring a seamless compatibility and integration across a diverse range of solar systems, batteries, and more coming soon. Leading this transformation are the exceptional minds that constitute our engineering team, some of which you are meeting today. But there are plenty more behind the scenes that are not in today's live webinar. We are building a custom solution for you. So from user experience to product development and quality assurance, all backed by over a decade of on-the-ground industry experience. Our team's relentless dedication, expertise, and forward-thinking vision are driving these integration initiatives. We are, in essence, revolutionizing the way Solar Insure interacts with and monitors systems. So what does this mean? It signifies enhanced product performance across the board, some of which Charlotte is already covering right now, translating into user-friendly processes, more detailed system analytics, and more accurate system alerts moving forward. As we continue to innovate our service, your feedback is crucial for our teams to build a tailored experience specifically for you. Your satisfaction is our benchmark for success, so thank you for choosing Solar Insure to help you build a brighter and more efficient tomorrow. Back to you, Charlotte.
Awesome. All right. So, teasing our other item on the roadmap, we're really working on developing fleet health email reports. This is what would take our monitoring service from a tool for installers, which is really only valuable if you're logging in and using it, to providing Solar Insure providing an actual monitoring review service for our installers. So on a regular cadence, we would send reports outside of the platform. You wouldn't have to log in. All of our users use email. We've gotten a lot of feedback. This would be an easier way to just have a low-level pulse at all times on, is there anything I need to direct my attention to? Do I need to focus on any service? See a summary of high-level, high-impact issues, and a watch over time of issues that don't need immediate attention. Now, we're being careful with this. We're consulting with our internal monitoring experts, because the last thing we want to do when we set this up is, email bloat, email noise, way too many alerts to filter through. We want it as simple as possible, and for it to really match what you need to hit the ground running and immediately act on any updates that we send you. So this is a big spot where I'd say, if you have feedback, if you have ideas of this is my dream product, I want exactly this, we're in the R&D phase right now. So if you've got ideas, it could directly shape what you see when we release this. And beyond our expanded integrations and our fleet health email reports, our next project on the roadmap, which you could see on our next TechTalk webinar, could be directly from our customers' mouths. We've heard potentially looking into improving our upload process, reducing data entry, manual uploads, or potentially improving our bulk upload. If you've got ideas beyond that, we would love to hear them. Now, at the beginning of this presentation, Bailey shared a link to a survey. I'm going to ask that she share it in the chat again, just so it's a little bit more findable. This is a link to a form where you can add any comments, feedback, suggestions to things from this webinar. But after completed, if you'd like to schedule time to talk with our engineering team or our design team, there's an open forum to kind of connect with us. This is, not a unilateral, dictatorship style development. We really live to serve, and we are excited to see where Solar Insure goes next with our customers, who are our true strength. So this is kind of the conclusion of our Tech Talk webinar of the formal presentation today. But if anyone has any questions or has put any during the chat, we're happy to go over them.
Yeah, awesome job, guys. Love it. And I really like two call outs. I really like the Razor example, the Razor to BlackBerry to iPhone, and then the UX UI, Nadia, what you brought up, the ketchup bottle, what was Heinz doing to us all those years? Like I love that. So it was very cool to see. Ryan Key, awesome job. I love the breakdown. And we are really truly love the ketchup bottle analogy. Awesome. We love feedback. So I did plug that form in just there. So if you click on that form, it's a couple questions. And then also when you fill out the form, there's an opportunity to schedule time to talk to this team. Whether it's you want to elaborate on your feedback or you have follow-up questions after this webinar, I would definitely bookmark that form. We will constantly take intake feedback on that. That's not like a limited time offer today. So grab that link, bookmark it. When you fill it out, you'll get a Calendly link. Our team is all about feedback. So thank you everybody who's been active and participating on this webinar and has taken in all this information. So we did have a couple questions. Who at Solar Insure can our operations and maintenance manager meet with to delve into the fleet monitoring in detail? So who would be the best person for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to meet with you. I'd be a great person to go over this. If you fill out the survey at the end of this presentation, it's a link to my Calendly. And I'll also, when that gets scheduled, write a note. If you're specifically looking into going into monitoring or fleet management details, I'll make sure to plug in our internal monitoring experts. They may or may not be on the call today. Jerry Baker and Valerie, we'll make sure to include them.
Awesome. Thank you. And another fleet monitoring question. Does Fleet View include battery health or is it just the solar system?
So we do have several alerts around batteries. If there's alerts like battery storage inactive or the batteries aren't reporting, it is driven from the inverters. So if you're working with an inverter manufacturer that's connected to the batteries, that's where we'll find the source of those battery alerts. Hopefully that answers that question. If you've got any follow-ups, it looks like that was dive in more if that doesn't answer your question.
Awesome. And I would say that form's a really good opportunity too, because it's just like the tip of the iceberg with like, here's an initial thought of feedback, and then here's why I want to elaborate on that. There's a lot of pain points in the industry, and we're trying to alleviate a lot of those. And a lot of those become brought to our attention through our customers or future customers. So definitely fill out that form and grab Charlotte's Calendly link. Can you go over, the question is, are Tesla products included in fleet management? And this might be like a bigger question, but could you kind of touch on that, like the products that are covered under the fleet management?
Mm-hmm. Right. So in today's version of monitoring products, like we are exclusively integrated with Solar Insure and Enphase inverters, which, we could be getting insights from a Tesla battery in a roundabout fashion. If your homeowner has a Tesla product connected to an Enphase inverter, we'd be getting insights about that. Tesla is potentially one of the manufacturers we'd be exploring future integrations with. I think they're on our AVL list and the upcoming roadmap.
Awesome. Thank you. And if you are a current customer, if you're a certified installer with Solar Insure, another avenue that you can do to reach out with direct questions at any time is account managers. So for anybody who's not a current customer at Solar Insure, every single account gets a dedicated account manager based off of your region. And so they are always ready to help. They're always available on email. Calendly should be available to you. So if at any point in time you have questions like that specifically, highly suggest reaching out to your account manager. And then also Charlotte's available for that. Cool. And then for Fleet View, is that just going to cover new systems?
So no, it covers potentially all systems. So the way that our monitoring works is as soon as a site is registered on our platform, we are immediately attempting to match to the inverter manufacturer to start pulling data. So if you have a site that was registered with an in-phase or a Solar Edge inverter, even if you registered it a year ago before we released this fleet management view, you would see that system, once connected, contributing to the overall fleet summary. Now, there are a few caveats or cases where we might have trouble connecting, which we would show specific connection errors in the platform. So if there is some sort of blocker on the manufacturer where we're not authorized to pull that site, you may have to take a few steps to give us the site ID or permission driven from the manufacturer. But in most cases, we can connect to the system within 10 days of registration.
Awesome. Thank you. And then I'm going to tackle the other question that came through. Does the payout rate for repair work take into consideration of inflation? It absolutely does. And we actually increased those rates not too long ago because of that fact. So one question we get a lot is, oh, well, like what the labor rate is today, what I'm doing is going to be significantly higher potentially in 30 years. We're constantly keeping an eye on the market. We're constantly touching base with our contractors and just making sure that everything is like in alignment. And like I said, just within the past 12 months, we did an update on our payouts under that. So, and then we're always open to feedback. Like I said, I can't say it enough that your account manager is kind of like your internal sponsor. Like they're your internal champion for us. So if you're saying like, hey, like I'm seeing a lot of this affect my business directly, give them the feedback. That's what part of their experiences with you is, to gather that feedback and relay that back internally so we can make decisions that are positive for the entire solar community. So absolutely, to answer that question. And I'm not 100% sure on what is listed with the customer's contract. I have your email. I'm going to chat with you just to make sure I understand that question correctly. So Jessica, I'll reach out to you after this webinar to make sure I understand that question. Can a homeowner get solar insure after getting the solar installed? Unfortunately, not at this time. So right now it has to be on all new installations. And the process is the installer needs to be certified with Solar Insure and go through a couple steps in order to have that in your HIC. And then so when you're doing the Solar Insure sale, when you're doing the solar sale, Solar Insure is in that home improvement contract. It cannot be put on older systems at this time. It's a great question. So if you need to know who your account rep is, I'm gonna grab your email as well. I see that question come through, so we will reach out to you directly to make sure you have the right account information. Thank you. And then awesome, yeah. Our CEO chimed in on that labor rate question as well there in the chat. Thank you. Cool. Any other questions here? And you guys feel free to look through the chat, see if I missed any. Cool. We'll hang out here for a second and just see if any other questions come through. But this is awesome. You guys are doing a great job. I've been with Solar Insure about 1.5 years almost now, and the improvement of our technology has just been amazing. And you guys are really the heart of that. I know you have a team behind you that's working on the product, and I know what the future holds for the product, and it's definitely a need in the solar industry. And it's going to be awesome. It's just going to holistically improve the industry. So thank you for everything you do. Thank you for putting the customer first. I think it's awesome. So thank you guys for everything you do. Do you do insurance with SunPower is a question that came through. Does anybody have? And I will kind of edit that one a little bit. So Solar Insure is a 30-year warranty and monitoring. And SunPower is on our AVL. So if you have questions about that, I'm sorry, at first glance, I'm not quite sure if you're a customer yet. But if you're not, or you want to talk to our sales team about that, I'm going to put our sales manager's Calendly here. Feel free to schedule a call with them. Or if you have an account manager, reach out to them directly just to make sure you have everything you need on that question. And then I will do a plug here. If you are a lead or you're somebody who's been hearing about Solar Insure and you're like, okay, let me hop on here and get more information about their technology and warranty, I'm going to put our inquiry form in here. It's how you can get directly in contact with our sales team. So fill out that form. We do have a few requirements. You must be in business for at least 3 years, 20 installs per month, and have monitoring access. So those are our 3 initial requirements. You fill out that form and we'll get in touch with you if you match those 3. Cool. All right. Well, this was awesome. Please, I'm gonna link that form there again once more for the feedback. Customers drive our product. We want your feedback. Please fill that out, bookmark it, fill it out at any time. And we appreciate you all for joining us today. Great. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.